So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Rivers. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He was trying to find Mo Alley Cox, his tight end. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Past the 20.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss next time.
Indianapolis.
Rivers pass complete to number 13.
Hilton,
T.Y. Hilton.
85 yards.
Touchdown,
and the Colts have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Less than a yard.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The ball carrier.
It was Justin Houston who got him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he returns this to the 22.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. B.J. Goodson with a pick.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
He takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Touchdown, Browns.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage. and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Rodgers on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return. The Colts take over first and
coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Throwing after the interception, Rivers. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Mayfield on play action. He'll buy some time right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off inside the 10, and the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Check 26, check 20. Hey, ready.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And now he's taken down. And Rivers in the end zone. Down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Big stop, let's go. Kill, kill, kill.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And the 2 points always stings, but they can put this in the end zone. You can make it a 2-score swing.
That stinging is probably...
And now here is another interception. picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about...
And he'll get into the end zone.
Rivers
touchdown, Indianapolis.
T.Y. Hilton. Touchdown,
His third touchdown of the game and fourth
Rodrigo
on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is down to 2.
Is good. Makes the score Browns 23, Colts 21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over first and 10. At their
the Cleveland offense ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's second down.
Check, watch 54. Hey, alert.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
That's good.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 16. A gain there of 21 yards.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
13-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
They stay on the ground again. It's Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Andy Janovich. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over first.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Indianapolis.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
To throw is Rivers. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Final minute now in the third quarter.
Brings up second and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Rivers.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Hey, ready.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. Looking deep for Hilton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Hilton. Incomplete. Greedy Williams on the coverage.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Browns 30, Colts 21.
From the gun, Rivers on the move to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. To throw, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Steps away to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And finding the tight end, Hooper.
That's good.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
He can't hang. Hey, alert, 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 alert. There we go, 37.
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
By the Colts.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting...
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Rivers pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He dumps this off to Mack. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. That one for Indianapolis resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Indianapolis.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Rivers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Miles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Here's Rivers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Miles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is brought in at the 21. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone.
Come on. Check three. Hey, Delta!
One last shot now for Rivers. He's got his tight end, Burton. The 30, 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown with the clock reading triple zeros.
Touchdown,
and the extra point, if they hit it, will send this thing to overtime.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And he's got it. It's caught. What a call with no time remaining. And with that 2